a live video. Chat is turned off. I'm just going to leave this up on my YouTube just because I know some people have had questions regarding Santa Muerte. Give me 1 second. I have this audio and I was totally fine with it, and then it just got kind of annoying. So I think it's time to ground our energy. So here. I haven't been live in a minute. I didn't really set up properly, but here we are. Okay, so I just want to talk about Santa Muerte a little bit. I do have another video on my channel where I had talked about my experiences with La Santísima Muerte. That video was filmed and posted about, I believe, 2-3 years ago. So it's been a good while now. So a topic or a question that I wanted to answer, because it's been kind of popping up in my mind a lot, especially today. When setting up your altar, I am next to my area that I have for Santa Muerte. Don't really want to show it. I could show you just a little tiny bit there, but I'm choosing to kind of keep that private. I do have some candles burning too, so it feels really nice and cozy in this area. I do have a cat, and this cat has been so drawn to being around the candles, which is understandable because of the lighting and everything. But this cat is constantly around Santa Muerte. Now, it gets annoying just because I'm scared, I'm worried that she'll accidentally knock down a candle or etc. But I have noticed other things. I'm like, okay, I'll take it as a sign that she's just being drawn to Santa Muerte, because I have heard that animals are drawn to her, are drawn to energies in general. But Santa Muerte, I had her in a different area, and during that time frame, energetically wise, I wasn't feeling so positive, so great. So by accident, my cat did knock down a few of my statues at different times, and apart from it being an accident, I do feel like it was kind of a sign, because my cat isn't always around my Santa Muerte statues or her altar, but just sometimes. But these particular things that have been happening later on, it kind of makes sense to me. So I did have a question that was left in my previous video, or talking about Santa Muerte, where someone asked about having their pet around. So just it's gonna happen. It's just what I've learned, especially today. It's like I can't really help it. Just be mindful and careful. Like I'm not gonna stop having her around just because my cat is drawn to being underneath the table or being around. So that's just something that has been on my mind today that I felt called to talk about. Animals or even children will be drawn to Santa Muerte. And I just say that it has to be with the sense of energy, the warmth. And I'm smiling because even though I do have, because I like to talk about like realistic things, but I do feel warmth because I do have candles burning right now. But I feel like a reassurance. Like I feel it a lot right now, kind of like I feel safe and protected and loved. So I feel that very strongly right now, and I've been seated here for about 40 minutes because I was on my Instagram, evolutionrising. I was answering free 1-card readings that I posted on my Instagram story. So depending when you watch this live, you should definitely go to Instagram, go to evolution.rising, and go ask a question. It's fun. So another thing that I want to talk about is kind of like my journey since that video, my previous video about Santa Muerte that I've posted. It's been a journey. My spiritual path has changed. The things I've done, the things I do has changed a lot. During that time frame, if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and watch. But even like the physical aspect, like I look different. I don't look the same as I did 2-3 years ago. Mind you, like the time I was filming that video, I was going through some like health issues. I was in a previous relationship as well. I lived somewhere else. I had an online business. That's like a whole nother me, a whole nother world. So Santa Muerte, while she's with you, you will go through phases, you will go through changes, and it's either for better or for worse. It's just part of life and being human, and the reality of life is changes will happen, but it's because it's supposed to lead you onto your path. Normally I talk like this when I'm doing a reading. I did feel called to do a reading while I am going live right now, so whoever watches this pre-live or pre-recorded live would get a message. So maybe at the end I'm gonna just film this for a couple of minutes, couple more minutes, because I do have to leave. But Santa Muerte will provide for you, but will provide changes, and these changes are kind of meant to be. I will say that if you're gonna have Santísima Muerte in your life, you have to be willing to accept changes. There are times, I'm gonna use an example of like certain things happen, like my cat, you know, is constantly trying to like drink the water that I put on Santa Muerte's altar, and it gets annoying because I'm like, oh my god, that water's not for you. So I'll pick up my cat and I'll take her to her water bowl, and it's like, look, you have water right here, like excuse me. But it's like the water's there. My cat is drawn to just drinking out of people's cups. You know, I don't know if it's a cat thing or what. I know I'm talking a lot about my cat, but it is what it is. But with Santa Muerte, like, you know, things are constantly happening, and I could get annoyed or kind of upset. And I do believe that a lot of things happen for a reason. But sometimes I feel like certain things happen because like she's trying to get my attention, or something was meant to be. And I've tried to kind of snap out of that mindset, because I'm like, okay, if something fell out of my hands, like yesterday I heated up some leftovers, and I was like ready to munch and eat and enjoy myself, and I'm like literally right across from this area, and I was so annoyed. I was like, oh my god, like all this stuff, and I could only blame myself, and plus like things happen, accidents happen, but I'm like, you know what, Santa, like, you know, because you're across from me, and you know, you saw how annoyed I was getting, because once again my cat kept going around this area. I was like, maybe that cat, I keep saying that, maybe the food was gonna upset my stomach. You know, it's been a couple days since it was made, and it's just been in the refrigerator. So I think like that. Now, I'm not putting blame on her, of course, but I do strongly feel like she protects me in all aspects. That is like my main reason why I started working with, trusting in Santa Muerte, was for protection. And protection can mean many things to everybody, to anyone. So it just resonates differently. Some people work with Santa Muerte, believe in Santa Muerte after a situation. Maybe they need help with something, etc. So there's a bunch of videos on YouTube talking about like how they came across Santa Muerte, rituals, prayers, etc. So this is just another video of just my experience. But as I was saying, my spiritual path has changed a lot. I do believe in Santa Muerte. I am not consistent, I'll be honest. I think that if you are a devotee, that's beautiful, that's great. But I have been in the mindset, in the energy that I perhaps was kind of forcing the energy, kind of forcing it. I was doing prayers all the time, lighting candles all the time, incense all the time, but because I felt the need to like give her more, because she deserved more, and of course because she's helped me a lot in my life. But now that I think about it, like I would move her around a lot. So I don't know if that's something that is, and sorry if I'm yelling, but I just naturally speak really loud. And then I have the music playing, like meditation, flute music. It's been very grounding. But I don't know if that's the thing. I know I've heard that like you're not supposed to move her around and stuff like that, but I like change in general, and that's funny that I say that because I don't like change, but I do at the same time. So like today, for example, or this past week, like I've had in this area, and I love it. I just love it. Another thing I want to talk about is, I believe it was a question left in my previous video as well. I think I answered it, but I'll talk about it in this one. Wow, I just spaced out. It's because I'm getting notifications from my Instagram because I just posted those free readings, so I'm like reading those notifications. Wow, I just spaced out. See, look at me, like over here looking at my Santa Muerte is like, man, like I forgot. Like, is there a reason why I forgot? Oh man, give me a second. I'm trying to think. See, I didn't write anything down. I should have, but I didn't. Let me see. What was I gonna say? Oh, okay. I just remembered. All right. I kind of have a feeling that some people, because I've been in this mindset, where it's like, because you're a devotee, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. You work with Santa Muerte, you believe in Santa Muerte, you're supposed to be able to see her. You're supposed to see her, or that you have seen her, so that'll kind of confirm your connection with her. And I don't believe in that, because everyone's connection in general, some are empaths, some are not, is different. Because I have come across so many stories of people that have never worked with Santa Muerte, but they've seen her. So in my case, me personally, I have thought of it, I have felt it, I have spoken out to Santa Muerte that I don't want to see her because I don't feel ready for that. I have always been someone, I'm an empath, so I've always been someone who feels energy, and I can be quite affected by it. It can be very overwhelming for me. So since I have started working with mi Santa Muerte, I have asked her to not present herself to me. But I have felt her, as I mentioned earlier. Like right now, I don't feel it so much anymore, like the warmth in the back, and it just felt very loving. I will always feel that with her no matter what, or from her. But yeah, that's just me. So if anyone ever says or has said to you, or you have that mindset, I guess, opinion, that, you know, if you see her then it counts, then no. Just in my mind right now, I thought of when I do want to strongly feel her. I do go to my local botanica. My local botanica, they have a room dedicated to Santa Muerte. They have like a very large, beautiful Santa Muerte, like it is large. And they have other Santa Muertes there in the room. It's beautiful. There's flowers, there's offerings, there's candles. It's a dark room. They have lights. It's very, very beautiful. 13:13 on the time right now. 13 is associated with Santa Muerte, so did I mention that? Wow, I keep spacing out. I know I'm spacing out because I'm trying to do this video with like my experiences logically, and I hope I said that right, because normally I write things down, but I'm supposed to go based on like how I feel, because I mentioned earlier, like I feel like I'm kind of doing a reading, but I'm not like shuffling tarot cards, you know. I'm that type of reader, like I really have to go based on how I feel. But going back to feelings, okay, so I remember. So yeah, so I'll go there, I'll do my shopping at the botanica. I'll get things that I want or things that I need. I even take my kiddos with me. They definitely accept Santa Muerte. They haven't experienced anything scary or spooky or bad, because I know people may think that as well, but they understand that it's part of my path. So they're totally fine. They've asked some questions, like they're not scared to like see a statue of Santa Muerte, or that I wear Santa Muerte jewelry, or if I have a scapular in my car. Like they're not scared to like see any of that, because I've talked to them. But yeah, I'll go to the botanica. I'll spend some time in that room. I'll say hello. I like to leave an offering. You don't have to, but I do, because I know she's helped me in many ways. And yeah, I really strongly, like I feel it again right now. I feel her in the bag. She likes that I'm talking about her, and I love that, and I appreciate that. because there has been many times where I feel like she's not really around. Like she's around, but not so strong. Like I really feel it a lot in my back. And I'm gonna take that as a sign of like reassurance, because I did ask earlier to kind of guide me, kind of feel like a push, like you got this, like andale, like you know, because I'm not consistent on my YouTube channel. I don't go live, so this will be my second time going live. I just have comments turned off because I just kind of wanted to focus on Santa Muerte. But yeah, so in the Botanica, I trust the owner. The owner is great. The last time I saw her, I don't really see her anymore when I do go visit, but she was just telling me that when she goes to the Botanica, when she's working at that location, she trabaja la Santa Muerte, and that's when it feels really strong. Because that day, I remember I passed by that room and I could feel the energy, the vibration. Like I feel it so strongly now. It's like it's expanding. I love it. Thank you, because I just said it, but sometimes I don't feel her. So she's letting me know 1616 on the time that she's here. Like she has my back. So I feel that very strongly. So I think she likes that. I'm on the floor. I need to readjust. She likes that I'm talking about her. So I'm gonna take that as a sign that like if you have any questions or are there any topics you would like me to talk about, please let me know in the comments. My previous video, it does have some views. Okay, I'm gonna just say it has some views. So I know some people might have comments or concerns, questions. So you know, I'd appreciate that. Some feedback as well. Let me know. Let's see. There's so many videos on YouTube. Even probably TikTok. I don't really use TikTok that much. I kind of use it more for like research purposes. But you know, if you have questions regarding offerings, you know, it's different for everyone. I know there's like the correct, proper way to do things, expose of things like her offerings and stuff like that. From my experiences on my path, especially working with Santa Muerte, is, you know, and I kind of explain myself with her, is like why I do things the way I do, but you know, technically it's like certain ways that you're supposed to do things. I have seen a couple of videos. Everyone does things differently. So I think when it comes to your spiritual path and what you believe in, yes, you should do things a certain way, the proper, respectful way, and with genuine care and love, energy, and effort. But I think it's different for everyone. So, because something popped up in my mind, like, I don't know, I'm gonna just talk about it, but there is this particular light worker, witch, bruja, whatever you want to name it, or name, you know, titles. I used to refer to myself as a spellcaster. Okay, when I had my online business, my online shop, I used to offer spell services. I used to do tarot readings, which is something that I want to get back into doing. So definitely keep an eye out when I do readings on my YouTube channel. But regarding Santa Muerte, this particular person, like, I learned watching her videos, followed her on social media. I did like was inspired to do my first spells, intention settings for myself based on what I learned from her videos. And like I stopped following her after she talked about, I guess, like an offering or a practice or a thing she does to kind of offer herself to Santa Muerte or whatever it is. I don't know. Like, I don't know everything about Santa Muerte. I don't know what kind of things she accepts. 1919 on the time. In case that resonates with some, you could Google what 1919 means. But for me, I was like, that is too much, and I don't think that is respectful. So I remember that video, I think, went private. It wasn't deleted because I think I searched it up like some time after because I was curious, like, is this video still up? I think it was alive. And I think she like posted it again. I don't know, but that video was not it, because I remember I commented on it and I'm like, so when it comes to offerings and stuff, So yes, you should do your research and read up on things or ask questions and stuff. I don't know. Everyone's practice is different. That's why I mentioned that, because some things that people may say or do might not align with what you believe in. So like I said, there's so many videos about Santa Muerte, so just kind of use your, what's the right word, discernment. And I got ringing in my ear. It's been a while, so I think I'm on point regarding something there. But ask questions, comment down below. You can ask me questions on my social media. You could go to evolution.rising on Instagram. Make sure to follow. You can go Intuitive Love Daily on Instagram. That's another account that I have. So go ahead and feel free to ask any questions. But yeah, so I gotta go. Look at this hair. Jeez. Jesus. That's crazy. I don't really do my hair, so I try to do something different. Anywho. If you have any questions, let me know, or any topics regarding Santa Muerte or anything else you would like me to talk about, let me know. But I gotta go. Happy Friday. Happy Venus Day. So focusing on self-love and love. There are different ways with intention setting of how you can do that. You know, there's like purple, light pink, lavender, you know, did my hair, makeup, self-love. So I just thought I mentioned that because I used to talk about it all the time. Okay, all right, talk to you next time. Okay, then my phone froze. I don't know how to end this live. Let's see. All right, well, we'll figure it out.